Yes, 50,000 years of
I did
American...
not have sexual relations.
Get out! Sorry! So, as I was saying, we've covered about 50,000 years of American history in about 35 minutes. So, are there any questions? No? Okay. Well, think about it, and if you have any questions, save them up. And in the second half of the show, we'll give you an opportunity to ask any serious questions you might have about American history. But for now, let us return to the new country, which more than doubled in size in 1803 when President Thomas Jefferson, by this time sober, purchased the Louisiana Territory from France for about $15 million, or roughly 3 cents an acre. He then sent Lewis and Clark west to explore that vast and uncharted region. Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed fortunate tonight to have that fabulous team back with us. Just returned from their hugely successful tour of the Western Circuit, all the way from Boise, Bismarck, Clatskanie, Walla Walla, and Cucamonga. You know them. You love them. Please bang your hands together for Lewis and Clark! Hello, everybody. Boy, we're glad to be here. Just me, myself, and we. We're glad to be back. We're glad to be front. We're here to tell you facts about this wonderful country. Hello, everybody. Boy, we're glad to be here. We're gonna turn your dark skies blue. I'm wacky, I'm antic, I'm dashing and romantic, and we're glad to be here with, you know, Lewis, it sure is great to be here in St. Johnsbury. Isn't this a beautiful audience?
Yeah, especially that guy right there.
Settle down. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we just rolled in from Oregon.
And boy, are our butts tired.
We were set out to explore the vast, uncharted Indian wilderness.
We traveled across deep mountains and high valleys, all the way to the ocean.
Be specific.
Okay, the Pacific Ocean.
Come on, these people want details. We spent the winter of 1805 in North Dakota, right?
Oh, say, Clark, what's the capital of North Dakota?
I don't know, Lewis. What is the capital of North Dakota?
About 43 cents.
Tough room. Anyway, we determined that the whole Louisiana Territory is ripe for plunder and penetration. The trick is knowing how to deal with the Indians.
Indians?
Oh, Lewis, calm down. There are no Indians here, all right? But while we were in North Dakota, we did meet up with our native guide and interpreter, Sacagawea. She went all the way with us.
Oh, well, Clark, she didn't go all the way with all of us.
Lewis, that's just disgusting. You know she was married to that French-Canadian trapper?
I know.
Everyone's a Canadian.
They love that joke in Quebec.
Not in Vermont, apparently.
Apparently not.
Anyway, she traveled with us all the way to the Pacific Ocean and back.
She saved our lives more than once. Our faithful Indian squaw.
Hey!
What was that for?
Well, I don't like that word.
What word? Squaw? What's wrong with that word?
It's demeaning and offensive. Don't you watch Oprah?
Do I look like Chase? Of course not. What's it mean?
It's a Native American word which Anglo culture has appropriated and applied generically to all Indian women. It refers to a woman's... her nether regions, you know?
Nether regions? I didn't know the Indians were Dutch.
Not the Netherlands, the nether regions.
So I shouldn't stick my finger in a dike. Just wanted to make sure you're all awake out there.
I think you owe these good people an apology.
I think we owe them their money back.
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
All right. I promise I will never say that word again.
What word?
Squaw.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, we were also on a scientific expedition. We took extensive notes of all the flora and fauna that we encountered on our voyage. We saw rattlesnakes.
They go.
We saw grizzly bears.
They go grrr.
We saw wild geese.
They go squawk.
What's the matter with you? Didn't you ever go to college, stupid?
Yeah, but I came out the same way.
Come on, people. These are the best jokes of 1805. They don't get any better than this. Anyway, we were out on the trail for 28 months, relying only on the providence of God and our native wit to help us on our voyage.
Oh, Clark. Hold. All right. Guy goes into his doctor's office and says, "Doc, you gotta help me. I'm a teepee. I'm a wigwam. I'm a teepee. I'm a wigwam. Doc says, sit down, you're too tense.
What was that?
Native wit!
That heavy symbolism!
Good night, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. We're glad to be gone. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, Lewis and Clark! Well, Lewis and Clark bring us to the year 1814, known of course.
All right, we're on. We're on in 3, 2. You're listening to WXYZ, Abridged Radio of the 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America, and welcome once again to another thrilling adventure of America's favorite cowboy, Dodge Rambler Boy Buckaroo, brought to you by the makers of Thunderbread. Yes, Thunderbread, individually sliced for your convenience with 8 essential vitamins that'll make your body big where you need it. Thunderbread! It'll make your body big where you need it. And now, journey with us back to those rugged days of yore, when men were men and so were the women, when frontier justice held sway, and America's hero, Dodge Rambler Boy Buckaroo, ruled the West with his best girl Molly and his faithful horse Gordon. Tonight, the makers of Thunderbread and WXYZ. Just how did that horn he got there?
No, here's my horn.
We present episode 34, Dry Days in Dusty Gulch. A new day dawns in Dusty Gulch as Dodge helps Molly plan the new schoolhouse.
It sure is good of you to help with the plans for the new schoolhouse, Dodge.
Shucks, Molly, tain't nothing any other red-blooded American hero wouldn't do.
It's just you're so busy, I'm amazed you have time for little old May.
I've always got time for you, Molly.
Just then, there came a knock at the door.
Come in. Why, it's Gordon, my faithful and trusty steed. What's troubling you, Gordon? What? Timmy's trapped on a cliff and needs insulin? Oh, bad guys that come to Dusty Gulch? Molly, you'd better stay here.
Oh, Dodge, I'm coming with you.
No, Molly, I don't want you mixed up in this. I'm so mixed up already. Wait, that's my voice.
See, I told you I was mixed up.
What's the trouble down in Lucky Shot Saloon? And why exactly is Trevor slapping his chest? The answer to these and other questions, knock it off or I'll kill you! We'll come right after this message from the makers of Lucky Stroke cigarettes. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend Lucky Stroke cigarettes to boost their practices. Lucky Stroke, you're a lucky guy to have a lucky stroke. And now, back to Dodge Rambler Boy Buckaroo. Dodge and Gordon race down to the Lucky Shot Saloon and burst through the door. With the Transcontinental Railroad, apparently.
What seems to be the problem?
Put 'em up, Rambler, we got you covered.
Who are you?
Shut up, cowboy, I'll plug you for today.
Well, if it ain't the famous Dodge Rambler Boy Buckaroo, I expect you heard of us. We're the Hoover Boys. I'm Jedgar, this here's my brother Herbert.
So you're the infamous Jedgar Hoover. Nice dress.
Thanks.
Dusty Gulch does not require your services. Be gone.
Now, hold on, Rambler. We're here to help Dusty Gulch comply with the new federal law.
What new federal law?
The new constitutional amendment prohibiting alcohol.
No, seriously, what new federal law?
I'm serious, Rambler. Herbert, hold up that newspaper. It says so right here. The 18th Amendment to the Constitution prohibits the manufacture, sale, or transportation of intoxicating liquors.
Knock it off, Herbert. I'll run you in.
Oh, yeah? On what charge?
Rustling.
And so the gentle folk of Dusty Gulch are forced into hiding as the hideous Hoover boys sweep through town, sucking up all that is decent and good. That was good and decent. Meanwhile, Dodge Rambler, Boy Buckaroo, and his faithful horse Gordon bunk down under the Dusty Gulch sky as night falls. Chirp, 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 chirp.
Well, Gordon, another day gone and this prohibition law isn't working. If only we could find out who's behind it. Gordon, are you sure? Era, Enum, what? How many are there? Oh, Gordon, you're the best hero an American horse ever had. Let's ride. We've got a prohibition to prohibit.
Undaunted, Dodge dashes desperately down to the dusty gulch to detect the deadly and drunken desperados and detain them indefinitely in the dark and dirty docks of destiny and other D words.
So, Al Capone, we meet at last.
How'd you know I was here, Rambler?
I got it from the horse's mouth. Come on, Capone, I'm taking you in.
Not so fast, Rambler!
Gas! Jenker!
Dodge!
Molly!
Capone!
Rosebud!
Drop your guns, Rambler, or the girl gets it!
You'll never get away with it, Jenker.
Oh, I think we will.
Say goodbye to your lady, Rambler.
No, wait, do what you want with the girl, but let me go.
All right.
Dodge, no!
Suddenly, over the hills in a cloud of dust and the sound of a thundering wheelchair, appears Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
My fellow Americans, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Of course, as fears go, that's still a pretty big one. Still, we must not let ourselves get down. To illustrate this, I would like to read a letter from little Amy in Warwickshire. She writes,
Dear FDR, Germany's acting up again. I'm scared. Can you help us? Your fan, Amy.
Well, Amy, this is the kind of letter that pisses Americans off. Our letter's in a depression, but we will beat it. I'm going to create the WPA, the CCC, the TVA.
12 years later.
The FBI, the FDIC, and the IUD. We hereby declare war on the Axis powers. Oh, Lucy, come rub my head.
Click. Back to the exciting conclusion of Rock Fury Super GI.
Oh, my darling Eva, look! The Allies are marching into Berlin. They are falling right into my trap. Now I will press this button, firing the secret Uber weapons that will wipe out the whole Allied force.
Oh, Adolf, I love it when you're in a syphilitic rage.
Ach, mein little Schnitzelgruber. Wait, what is that noise? Oh no, it's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, it's just a bird.
Now it's Rock Fury Super GI. Your jig dancing days are over, little man.
But why?
Why? I'll tell you why. In its greed and lust for power, Germany has tried to take over an entire continent.
But isn't that what the U.S. did to North America?
Wash your mouth with soap, little lady. Why, the U.S. stopped land grabbing over 40 years ago, and there's a big difference between your land grabbing and ours.
What's that?
We succeeded. Besides, we didn't try to wipe out an entire race of people.
What about the Indians?
Well, we don't lock away people in the concentration camps.
What about the Japanese Americans on the West Coast?
You know, it's lucky for you, ma'am, I don't hit women. Ow! Much. Now, let's go. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say that you two will be spending more than 12 years in Leavenworth.
Or 11 years in Twelveworth.
Or 5 and 10 at Woolsworth.
That's enough! Now give me your gun and let's go.
Here's my Luger pistol.
Oh, I've always wanted to see one of these. Is this a safety? Bang!
Bang! Oh!
Oops! Well, thank goodness we won this war. Otherwise...
Help! Help!
Wait! My super hearing is picking up all in all calling from Korea. Rock Fury Super GI is off once again to battle for truth, justice, and American markets.
That's just it. Atom bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Over 200,000 dead. That report in a moment, but first it's time to play... Queen for a Day!
Yay!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Queen for a Day, the game show which celebrates the achievements of the American housewife, where a lowly housewife, a societally conditioned domestic slave, can become Queen for a Day, just by answering one of our 3 simple questions. Chase?
Well, thanks, Grady. But before we begin our game, we need a female volunteer from the audience. A lovely little gal to come up here on stage and clean up this terrible mess that we've made.
Now, before you raise your hand, I just want to say, we need someone who's in touch with their feminine nature and is used to being bossed around, like, all the time. That's me, isn't it?